Hello there everybody, Adam Cleary here, and a big special hello to everybody who's left a comment on a video or tweeted me asking when are you doing a video about Becky Lynch winning the SmackDown Women's Championship. Well, to all of you I have two words: right now! Okay, so first we have to talk about WWE and how as this big creative giant in 2018 it exists in something of a bubble. Basically what I mean by that is, despite the fact it is at heart still a creative company, the actual creative process is a relatively small part of the business. Like, I don't think the programming is as bad as a lot of people say it is, but you can't argue that since they stretched Raw to 3 hours, we have seen some of sports entertainment's lowest moments. Despite this, or possibly even because of it, esteemed wrestling writer Chris Harrington has reported that very soon WWE will be less reliant on audience financial investment than they are from other areas of the business. That's things like ticket sales, merch sales, buy rates, things like that. WWE's mega money deals with the likes of Saudi Arabia, Fox, USA Network, Australia, all of those things haven't just ensured the short-term survival of Raw and SmackDown. They have put actual down payments on the entire company being completely fine long after the haunted evil spirit that lives inside Vince McMahon's skin is sent screaming back to the netherworld, and he just drops to the floor all boneless and hollow like a big rubbery coat. What was I saying? What does that mean for you and me, though? Well, in short, it means they're going to spend progressively less and less time trying to make a good product and more time just trying to make a good business. The latest victim of all this has, of course, been my literal future wife, Becky Lynch. Alright, so a bit of a history lesson about babyfaces in WWE, and this weird status quo we have with them starts with John Cena in the mid-2000s. Yes, I'm sorry. Back then, John Cena was a huge draw by all of the conventional metrics. He was main eventing sold-out house shows, he was shifting ungodly volumes of merchandise, and it was all off the back of this weird, unrelenting, unwavering push, not seen since the goddamn Luger bus in '93. Cena wasn't The Rock, Cena wasn't Austin, but WWE just told everybody that he was their chosen hero, and it somehow worked. People were booing him at shows, people were complaining about the booking, but the balance sheets were going up and up and up and up and up. Can you even imagine that as a light bulb moment for Vince McMahon? They hate this. They're telling us this is the worst thing ever, but they're spending more money on it than they ever have before. The realization for him that the company can do whatever it wants. John Cena was the last draw before the company itself became the draw. So they framed all these feuds around Cena, who fans hated, sticking up for WWE, which fans loved. It was boring, it was stupid, it made no sense, but it made loads and loads of money. Like, have you actually been at a WWE live show in the last 5, 6, 7 years? The biggest pop of the night is for that then, now, forever thing they play at the start, because the company itself is more over than the wrestlers you've paid to see. We fans aren't in the building anymore to cheer on our favourite heroes as they vanquish their hated adversaries. We're purely there for universe building, we're backdrop, we are scene dressing, we're something for men in suits to point at when they sell the product to TV networks and shady overseas investors. This has worked for over a decade now, and to be fair, it's still given us some pretty bloody good wrestling, but the only time it breaks down, the only time it feels untenable is when we fans, us scene dressing, contribute in a way the company does not want. Like, oh, I don't know, for example, blowing the roof off SummerSlam for what is supposed to be a heel turn. Becky Lynch knocking the absolute out of Charlotte at SummerSlam was designed to do 3 things. First of all, it was designed to get boos from the crowd towards Becky. Secondly, it had to keep their feud going by getting some hostility in there. And third, it was designed to direct Becky's disdain as much towards the fans as it was towards her best pal, Charlotte. Now, yes, number 2 worked very well, didn't it? But 1 and 3 went the exact opposite way, and yet still the company want to persist with this angle. What this does is highlight something of an inconvenient truth about the way WWE currently operates. Like, yes, I know they might not have expected necessarily Becky to get that reaction when she turned on Charlotte, although I could have told them very easily. But the problem is, they then knew after that what reaction she was going to get and persisted with the angle regardless. Basically meaning the fan reactions they knew were coming did not matter. The feud's been going on for a long time since SummerSlam now, yes, and while they seem very happy to let us cheer Becky as a heel, she is still a heel. She is the one attacking Charlotte. She is the one cutting the heel promos. She is the one acting like a dick. It doesn't have to be that way. They could very easily steer her into more of a Stone Cold Steve Austin kind of thing, but they don't. They keep positioning her as a heel because it doesn't matter whether we're cheering her or we're booing her. I've seen a lot of people saying that the fact they put the title on her at Hell in a Cell was evidence of WWE changing their mind, of them rowing back, of them listening to the crowd, but was it? Like, WWE were the ones making Becky Lynch say that she would definitely win that title. She would have won it at SummerSlam if it wasn't for Charlotte. If she didn't then immediately follow through on that, then the feud is effectively dead. So, yeah, of course she won it. There's loads of examples of this at the moment as well. Like, look at the way they're handling Braun. Look at the way they got all that praise for finally managing to get the title onto Reigns without the crowd booing them out of the building live on air. Like, we're supposed to love and hate the characters and invest in the storyline, not pat them on the back for finally coming up with a plan C after 5 years. Don't get me wrong though, WWE still know what a babyface is. They still even know how to make one. They just have no idea what to do with them when they actually have them. Look at Daniel Bryan, he of the most organic, natural babyface rise in the company's recent history. Got Daniel Bella chanted at him a few weeks ago because The Miz is presented as more interesting than he is. He did all that work, all that rehabilitation, all that suffering. He overcame medical science and company policy to be part of the weekly product again. Obviously forgetting that it's a weekly product that feeds baby faces into a chipper smiles first. I'm not even gonna touch what they've done to Bayley. She was the most easily likable, naturally over female face the company has possibly ever had, and now she's just what? A dork? Like, they've done nothing with her since she arrived on the main roster. Like, why? But here's the thing, Becky Lynch, Daniel Bryan, Braun Strowman, Bayley, they are not failures. They have done nothing wrong. They are just victims of WWE's sprawling, unrelenting, never-ending financial success. And it's a success that means we're just going to get more of this in years to come, regardless of who we cheer or who we boo. They're just going to do whatever they want, and thus, baby faces don't matter. Sorry, but hey, that's just my very obviously correct opinion. Let me know what you made of it in the comments below, and of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, here-ish, WhatCulture Wrestling on Twitter, here-ish. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I have been WhatCulture's most naturally over superstar babyface, Adam Cleary. I'll see you soon.